Hello there and happy Wednesday hump day, right? So I've got a really good recipe for you today. It is a summery, citrusy, sweet, wonderful lemon pie cake. I'll give you the actual name of it if I can come up with it later. I know I will. I'll put it in the description below. But it's so good. You have to try this. It's just perfect for this time of year, a cold dessert. Hi everybody, good morning. Today I'm going to make lemon lush. And so it's a dessert with lemon. And I just preheated my oven or started it to go to 350 degrees, and that's just for the crust. That's the only part that you cook. My oven just beeped at 350, so I just need to melt 1 stick of unsalted butter, and to that I'll add 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 cup of flour, all-purpose flour, 1/4 of a cup of chopped finely nuts, and I chose to use walnuts because it was the first thing I came up with. And that'll be the whole crust. Mix it together, press it flat in the pan, and bake it at 350 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes. Here we have the melted butter, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1/4 cup of finely chopped walnuts, 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Don't spill. Okay. I'll mix that up and press it in the bottom of this pan greased 9x13. So I mixed up all of these ingredients, and I kind of just sprinkled some all over so I don't have to spread it at the same time. I'll just press it down where it is, and hopefully it's easier that way. And then I'll show you with that when I'm all done. The crust ingredients are mixed. I'm going to put it in the oven for about 15 minutes and keep checking it, and then it'll just come out to cool while I do the other ingredients. Here it is out of the oven, and it smells like a shortbread cookie, because basically I think that's what shortbread is what we put in here. And now this needs to cool completely before you put the next 2 layers on. So the next 2 layers will be a cream cheese layer mixed with other things, a pudding layer, and then the top layer is just whipped topping with zested lemon and lemon slices if you want to make it pretty. So this is going to be a cool down now. Okay, my crust is just about totally cool. So now I'm going to get started. What I need to do here is mix 1 8-ounce block or stick of, I used the Philadelphia brand, but any cream cheese. And as soon as that gets just a little mixed and softened, I'm going to dump in 1 cup of granulated sugar. Then I'm going to add the zest of 1 lemon and the juice of 1 lemon and 8 ounces of Cool Whip. So this is going to be the first layer that goes on to the crust. This is getting soft. I had already softened it for a couple hours on the counter, so it wasn't, cold, and that's what the recipe says to do. And by the way, I will post this recipe in the description box. This is such a lemony, all the summer smells. It's lemon and shortbread and cream cheese, and you've got all of those going on. Yum, yum, yum. I added the 1 cup of sugar to the cream cheese that I mixed first in thirds, so that I could be sure to get it all in evenly. And I would stop and scrape the bowl down and make sure it's not anything stuck on the bottom too. So I'm going to give it a little bit more mix, and then this part I have to add the zest of the lemon and the juice of a lemon. Bad news, bad news. I'm going to spare you and not open this. I thought this was a whole container, and it wasn't. I mean, it was a half a container, and it was no longer as it should be, if you catch my drift. So, my husband is an angel. He's going to the store for me to get Cool Whip, just Cool Whip. And we don't live in town, so this is going to be 25, 30 minutes for him, at least, although he's faster in the store than I am. Okay, hubby is back, And he bought the right size I needed. So this is 16 ounces, and for this recipe you need 2 8-ounces. He put the other one, he bought 2, put the other one out in the freezer in the store, the shop, so that I will have a one on hand that I don't know I had. Do you know what I mean? An extra, an emergency, an emergency Cool Whip. Okay, so I mixed in the Cool Whip. So 8 ounces of Cool Whip, 1 block of cream cheese, an 8-ounce block, 1 cup of granulated sugar. Now I'm going to put in the juice of 1 lemon. This just seems like an awful lot of juice, but yeah, I didn't even put it all in. And the zest of a whole lemon. I'm going to have to put this down because it's not going to come out. Hold on. There it is. I'll mix it up, put it on this crust. It's all the way cold. I stuck it in the freezer. I stuck it in the fridge after it wasn't hot anymore. All right, it's done with this layer. So now we've got 2 layers. Now I have to go work on the 3rd layer while this sets in the refrigerator for another 30 minutes. Okay, this is our receipt from Fred Meyer Kroger Brands. All he got was Cool Whip, Cool Whip. $8.98. Cool Whip is up to $4.49 a tub for 16 ounces. What on earth? That's a lot. We may be cutting back on our Cool Whip and using the bargain brands. Here's the next layer, and it's 2 of the little boxes, 3.4 ounces of lemon jello, and 3 cups of milk. I don't know what the directions say, but you just whip it for 2 minutes and it becomes pudding pretty quickly. Now I'm going to put this all over the very top of the last thing I just did that's been setting up in the fridge for 30 minutes. I just went ahead and used this from the pantry. I put it in the fridge so that it was cold when I used it to mix, just so I wouldn't use up the kids' milk for their breakfast, because they don't want to drink this, and they probably wouldn't eat it if they knew I used it in their food either, but I always have. Okay, so I just put this on top of the last layer, and I'm going to spread it out even as I can. And after that, it just takes a little more whipped cream on top, and you can top it with a zest and more lemons if you like. And it's done. The layers are pretty through the glass. Thanks for watching. It's a winner. This won't disappoint. I think it's tart, but it's sweet. I think even little children would like this because of the sweetness of the cookie crust and the whipped cream, and the lemon pudding isn't that tart. It's really mostly the lemon juice and lemon zest that kick it over a little bit. So anyway, thank you for watching, and if you liked what you saw and you saw what you liked, I hope you consider subscribing if you haven't yet, and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.